Hi everyone, Marlene here with Buffalo Chuck Chicks. So I bought these 3 little pumpkin boxes, and they do have like a little box in them over at the Dollar Tree. And that pack of permanent ink markers. I have some paint here. I bought that orange paint over at the Dollar Tree. And these are just some paint colors here I had on hand. So I saw this on a YouTube channel, and I will have all her information in my description box. I thought this was so cute that I just had to try it. Now, I also have this little wood glue bottle, Aleene's, use whatever you have, and my stash of florals, and again, use what you have on hand. So let me get my cup of coffee going in my Nana mug, and let's do this little project. So fun. So I'm just using this little throwaway foam sponge brush. I love these. Just make the mess and toss it in the garbage. And so I want to show you what the inside of that, see how it has a little box in there. So I'm going to go ahead and paint all 3 of these. And I've got 2 of them done right now, but paint both sides. And you know what? This paint from Dollar Tree actually worked really well. I was surprised. So get the front, back, and down inside as far as you can. So I've got all 3 painted. Now they need to dry really well, and then we're going to go ahead and decorate them. And you know, you can do these in any color. White pumpkins, blue pumpkins, whatever matches your home decor. So let's let them dry. So the 3 pumpkins are painted and dried, and I am going to do a little shading on these to give it some warmth and depth, and I'm using this chestnut brown. Now you can shade as much as you like or as little as you like. It's up to you. So I'm just going to dip my paintbrush in the brown, and then I'm going to dip it in the water just to thin it out a little and dab it on this paper towel. And I'm just going to start doing a little shading, going around the cutouts, and then I'll go around the entire perimeter of the pumpkin. Now you don't have to be perfect at this. After all, pumpkins are not perfect, and I guarantee you that it will come out so pretty. So don't be afraid to paint. And this would be such a fun project to do with the kiddos, the grandkids. They would love it. So that's what it looks like. And you know, I might go back and add a little more shading. I'm not sure. And I did a little bit on the back. So I will finish up the 3 of them. And remember, they don't have to be identical in looks. All pumpkins are different. So just have fun with this. Okay, well, I have done all the shading on the 3 pumpkins, and I think it looks great. Now, I am not a painter by any means, but this project is pretty easy. So, beginners out there, don't be afraid to try this. This is a lot of fun. And next, we're going to do some squiggles. So I have just added some squiggly lines using a very fine paintbrush and some white paint. Now don't be afraid to do this because you don't have to have a steady hand. After all, they're just squiggly lines. And we're not done yet. So I've turned the pumpkins over and added squiggles to the other side. So now we're going to be doing sprinkles. So by taking a stiff brush, we're going to add splatters or sprinkles to the pumpkins in black and white. So just load your brush and take the wood part of another brush and just flick it on. But watch your counters, because this is a messy job. So I have done the flicking of the black and the white paint on both sides of my pumpkins now, and as you can see, I got some blobs of paint on there, but that's okay. I'm all right with it because I still know it's going to come out looking good in the end. So I'm going to let that dry really well, and then I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next step. Okay, so my pumpkins are all flecked with black and white paint and the few blobs. I'm going to take this permanent ink marker. I'm using brown here. You can use black or brown or any color of your choice. And I'm just going to make some more lines to create some more definition in my pumpkins. So let me get started doing this. I'll do it on both sides. So I decided to use a black permanent ink marker. The brown just didn't show up well enough, and all I did was made some more squiggly lines, and I did it on both the front and the back of the pumpkins, and it just really adds some more definition. So now I'm going to take some Mod Podge and I am going to brush that on just to give it a little bit of sheen. So let's go ahead and do that. And the Mod Podge also helps protect from scratches of your little pumpkins. So I'm just going to paint this on with another little foam brush, and that way I can just throw it away. I love easy cleanups. So these are some of the things I've gathered up. I have this pretty little berry garland also from the Dollar Tree, and I had this styrofoam on hand. You're not going to need much of it, so just whatever you have around the house, and a piece of burlap ribbon, and I'll be using my glue gun, and I'll probably need scissors. So let's go ahead and get started decorating these cute pumpkins. So I went ahead and I cut the wire off the ribbon, and I'm actually going to cut the ribbon in half lengthwise, and this is what I'm going to use to wrap around the stem of my pumpkins. And I frayed it a little bit on the edge just to give it more of a raw look. And then this little berry garland I'm going to use as the tendrils on the pumpkin. I will twist those up and wrap them around the stem. So I've got all my little pumpkins laying out, and I used a little hot glue and just glued that burlap ribbon around the stem front and back. I did put a little styrofoam down inside the box, and then the tendrils I just made out of that berry garland, wrapping it up around a pencil, pulling the pencil out, and I just tied them onto the stem right beneath the burlap. So now I just connected all three pumpkins together. And what I did was I put a little dot of glue. I just used a little dot of wood glue. Now I slid this pumpkin under here and this pumpkin under here. So the middle one, you can see the full pumpkin, and they just slide into one another quite easily. Now you notice down at the bottom, they don't meet all the way, but you do have a little space down here on the bottom, but they slide into one another so easily. So after doing that, now we're gonna decorate the pumpkins, adding our florals. And you can use any florals that you have on hand. So these are how my pumpkins turned out. I think they are adorable. And what a pretty centerpiece for a table this would make for fall and Thanksgiving. So I hope you enjoyed this little project, and I hope you'll try it. It is a lot of fun, and it's quite easy too. So please go and see Tracy over at Country Charm by Tracy. She does so many cute projects, lots of DIYs and country, and she's just pretty amazing. So I want you to check out her channel. All right, you guys, I'll see you soon. Love you guys. Bye for now.